Hello everyone and Happy New Year! Welcome to another Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom video. I know I'm late, but today I'm going to talk about the trailer that came out a couple weeks ago, just like I said I would. Now personally, I enjoyed the behind the scenes footage just a little bit more than I did the trailer, but for a first trailer, it was still pretty good. At first, I was under the impression that the trailer showed us practically the end of the movie and all the good parts, but thankfully, Colin Trevorrow tweeted that the trailer only contained the first 57 minutes of the movie. This is great, because there's still a lot we haven't seen yet, like Benjamin Lockwood, Dr. Wu, and the Indoraptor. Maybe we'll see those things in a second trailer if they make one. I know it's overdue, but I thank you for your patience. So today, I present to you my breakdown of the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom trailer. I have not watched anyone else's breakdowns of this trailer, so what I'm talking about is from what I saw myself. I'm going to break down each scene and see what we can find, sort of like a play-by-play commentary. Here we go! So the trailer starts off with a record player, and Claire and Owen sitting in a bar. Owen cracks a couple jokes about who Claire's dating. Did they break up in between films? So much for sticking together. Next, we see a plane fly over what's presumably Isla Nublar, with Owen looking out the window, in deep thought. We then see a derailed monorail, and the Jurassic World Gate now in ruins. I'm curious as to how the train got derailed. Back to the bar, Owen gets serious and talks about how they're going to save the dinosaurs from an eruption on Isla Nublar, all while we see what looks like a dead Euoplocephalus, and some doors to a building opening up, with people with guns going inside. Owen looks up and the volcano erupts. Back to the bar, Owen asks what can go wrong. Claire says that Blue is alive and that Owen raised her. When she says this, it shows Owen and baby Blue, and it looks like someone's holding a personal camera during this shot, as though it's filming a video log. I'm starting to think that maybe this scene is a flashback after all. Then the screen fades to some credits and plays a sound effect from something out of a horror movie. We see an abandoned main street next. We then hear a voice ask, do these animals deserve the same protections given to other species, or should they just be left to die? Personally, I say yes, they do deserve protection. After all, humans made the choice to resurrect them, so they have a responsibility to them. During this voiceover, we see a compy blending in with some toys in a shop window, and if you look closely, you can see that some of these toys are actually Jurassic Park toys from Hasbro. There's the Stomp and Strike T-Rex, the hybrid Dilophosaurus, and there's the Allosaurus. It's kind of funny and symbolic at the same time that the Hasbro toys are now abandoned, now that Mattel picked up the Jurassic World license from Hasbro. During this scene, Owen and some characters are looking up at something. We then see the ruined Innovation Center and a Brachiosaurus calling out in front of it. Then the scene fades to a courtroom. Then we see Ian Malcolm himself, speaking before a large panel of people. Look at this shot. It's awesome enough that we get to see Ian Malcolm again, but look closely. If you look at the back, you can see a woman standing at the back. Could that be a grown-up Kelly Malcolm? Ian says that these creatures were here before us. Then we see Owen and Claire opening up a truck where Rexy is sleeping inside while they look on. Ian then says, and if we're not careful, then we see a Stegosaurus in a cage with people running around on platforms above it. Then it skips to a shot of what looks like the inside of a boat looking at a burning Isla Nublar. There's lots of trucks and cages and people looking on. This may very well be some animals that have been rescued from Isla Nublar's volcanic eruption. Back to the scene, a baryonyx then pops out of a tunnel, while Claire and Justice Smith's character look on in horror. It roars at them, and it appears that lava is flowing down. Malcolm then finishes his quote by saying, they're going to be here after. Pteranodons are flying away. Owen and company are running, and there's lots of explosions behind them. Then we see Blue jump down on top of a car, and she makes sounds at Owen. Owen then says, you know me. Look closely in the background. See the car? That's not just any car. That's the Explorer that the T-Rex destroyed in Jurassic Park. I like how they threw that in there as sort of a throwback to Jurassic Park. Owen puts his hand out, just like he did in Jurassic World. Blue stares at it, not doing anything. Until suddenly, she turns away and roars, as the shot then goes to the volcano exploding. Owen comes out of the jungle screaming, run! Just like we've seen in the teasers. The dinosaurs are running with him. Owen and company are running, and they hide behind a gyrosphere while the dinosaurs charge through the log. Could that be the same log that Grant and the kids hid behind in Jurassic Park? If it is, it isn't anymore. All of a sudden, they're attacked by a Carnotaurus. Finally, we get to see a Carnotaurus in a Jurassic Park movie. I haven't seen one in a movie since Disney's Dinosaur. We've been teased with the Carnotaurus in the toy lines of the first and second Jurassic Park movies, but we never actually saw one in the movies themselves. But here we finally have one, and it looks awesome. The Carnotaurus paces, Owen trying to make his way into the gyrosphere with Claire and Justice Smith's character inside. It charges at Owen and BAM! Rexy comes out of nowhere and chomps down on the Carnotaurus. It's no surprise that after seeing my reaction in my reaction video, that I enjoyed this scene quite a lot. Then Rexy pins down the Carnotaurus with her foot and roars as the volcano erupts more. Now, a lot of people have said in the comments sections that the Carnotaurus is dead now, but it's still shaking its legs, so it's not quite dead yet. The screen then fades to black, and Malcolm says, "Life cannot be contained." Claire and Justice Smith's character ride away in the gyrosphere, the dinosaurs running alongside them. The screen goes to black again. Malcolm then says, "Life breaks free." We see more dinosaurs running, like a Triceratops, and that dinosaur kind of looks like a Suchomimus if I'm not mistaken. Claire comes face to face with some kind of theropod. Now, I'm not sure if it's an Allosaurus or a Metriacanthosaurus, I don't know. Anyway, it gets smashed by a falling rock, while Malcolm finishes with his famous quote, "Life finds a way." We see an overhead shot of the island being engulfed by volcanic ash, dinosaurs falling off the cliffs trying to get away. Now I'm going to address the elephant in the room more or less. Next we see Owen running behind the gyrosphere, and he seems to be engulfed in the volcanic ash. The last time I saw people covered in volcanic ash was in the movie Pompeii, and as I recall, it didn't exactly go so well for them. Is Owen seriously going to die? How can anyone survive something like that? The gyrosphere then goes over the cliff as the ash engulfs the shore. When it hits the water, it starts to surface. Other dinosaurs are falling in the water as well and trying to swim. Look to the left. Is that a Styracosaurus? The gyrosphere slowly makes its way up as more dinosaurs are falling in the water. Finally, the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom logo appears along with the credits. So that was my little play-by-play commentary of the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom trailer. Nothing too spectacular, but I figured I'd give you a discussion all the same. Don't forget to check out DinosaurDetector.com, where you can find all kinds of dinosaur merchandise, such as figures, toys, t-shirts, and the aptly named Dinosaur Detector mug. Watch out for ripples! There's something here for any dinosaur lover, and for a limited time, if you go to the website and use the code PRUCHIK, you'll get 10% off your purchase. Every little bit helps. What do you think of the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom trailer? Talk about it in the comments. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again next video.